YouTube? Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast. Talking Auburn football. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger or Eagle. Now, this is a little bit of an off-base subject compared to what's going on now. This is kind of a prelude to the prediction shows that I'm going to do, because I think to do just one prediction show where we talk about all the teams that Auburn plays, I think that will give you, as an Auburn fan base, kind of a bad disservice in that regard. But there was a comment today on my channel where Auburn beating Penn State would be an upset win for Auburn. Now, I get it. And we're going to get into what I'm talking about. And this is another CarCast, by the way. So if you hear a lot of driving and if you hear a lot of that going on, that's what's happening here. And I want you guys to also be in tune to the War Report tonight as they do their Wednesday show, which is very entertaining and very interactive tonight. Now, Auburn, that just kind of shows a few things, like I said before, which is a definite perception giving entity of this whole situation, that if Auburn beats Penn State, would it really be an upset? And we're going to dig into why Vernon Speaks Sports, Kennard Vernon Stewart, alumnus of Auburn University, absolutely disagrees with the premise that a win over Penn State would be an upset, any more than a Georgia fan would have thought in 2017 would have thought that that was an upset. Now, they would have thought it was an upset for a lot of reasons, but the reasons don't have base to it. Okay? So, let's dive into this. Number one, here's why I don't think if Auburn wins in State College, Pennsylvania, Happy Valley, that will be an upset. For number one, Penn State has won a Big Ten championship. They did win it in 2016. But here's the thing. Auburn has had a lot more accolades in between that time than Penn State. I think Penn State is a great football program. I think they have the ability to attract some of the best athletes in the country, namely, you know, more so off of name recognition. But do I think this will be an upset if Auburn wins against Penn State? Let's just say if Penn State were to come to Auburn and Auburn wins that game, does Auburn need to storm the field? Of course not. Because Auburn has, from an accolade standpoint, a better resume than Tennessee has had. I mean, not Tennessee, but Penn State has had over the past 20 years. So I think to insinuate that Auburn is, as far as results calculated, a lower tier program than Penn State, I think that's probably on the ridiculous side. Last time Auburn took on Penn State, Auburn actually won the game in 2003. Let me know what you think about this particular video. Like the comment and subscribe to Vernon Speaks. I mean, like the channel. Comment and subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn. As always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.